What happened in Wyrm's Rock Fortress was ugly. I held back from killing Gortash because it would have also included Duke Ravengard, as well as at least 7 Steel Watch and who knows how many Flaming Fist. Even if we had won, it would have cost us dearly. And then, with Duke Ravengard and Gortash dead and all their minions at the ceremony dead, there would be no leadership left in the city, and the Flaming Fist would have branded us enemies of Baldur's Gate. And I doubt we would have even survived the battle. A single Steel Watch is one thing, but 7? We could maybe handle 2, 3? At best 4, but not 7. And that isn't even including the others that were there, so I believe I made the right choice not to get us killed, as much as I dislike standing there and giving the nod to his completely unlawful coronation. I don't think I've ever just stood there and accepted evil winning like that. But the gods who are watching, they know why I did what I did. Even so, I feel guilty, like I was responsible for it happening. But at least I wasn't as upset as Karlach over it all.
My respects! You're lucky I've agreed not to shove my boot up your...
Ah, how I've missed your colourful turns of phrase.
On top of that, they have Counselor Florrick locked up in Wyrm's Rock prison, and she is to be executed in 5 days. This we cannot allow to happen, of course, so at one point we will free her before this is to take place. She's been an unwavering supporter against the Absolute, so help will be needed in the coming days, and we can use her help for certain. No, I will not swear to an alliance with Gortash. He must be killed, but 2 things must happen first. Orin must be destroyed, and I must find a way to sabotage and destable his Steel Watch first. Until then, we are at an impasse. I cannot harm him, and he fears harming us with Orin turning against him. Now, to continue the story of what happened when I approached Priestess Serenus on the ship, after she had cured me of whatever sickness I had, I approached her at the port rail. Well, getting her attention wasn't easy at first, since she was so focused on watching the sea. She didn't respond to my words, so I ended up tapping her on the shoulder. This seemed to startle her. When our eyes met, I sensed a certain amount of anger there, but it relented after I smiled and said hello. I could definitely tell she wasn't used to being spoken to, especially by the sailors. She asked me what I wanted, and I told her I just wanted to give you my thanks. She wore a quizzical look, like she was wondering why I was doing this. She even said,
"But you paid me. Thanks is not necessary."
"Oh, but it is. Without you, I might not be alive," I responded. Still smiling at her. Seemed like she couldn't help but smile back. She nodded and then turned around to face the sea once again. 2 days later, when we reached port in Baldur's Gate, she was waiting for me on the dock when I disembarked.
"You are a brave one for approaching a priestess of the Bitch Queen. I like you. I'll see you again in the future. Half-elf."
After that, when we sailed together, we spoke. Turned out her first name was Callan, and though she was rather touchy at times, at others she was warm, friendly even. The rest of the crew couldn't believe that we were friends. I was a little guarded around her, but when I had the time, we talked and discussed the cities, the people, religion, and even our lives over the next half-year. I soon found out that I could never really get close to someone who was a priestess of Umberlee. The things I found out about them were unsettling. Umberlee was opposed to several of the gods that I liked: Shantia, Sylvanas, Soon, even Selune. I occasionally prayed to Shantia and Sylvanas, as did many in my family, though as I have said many times, it was and still is Lathander that has my everyday prayers. Priestesses of Umberlee were often employed by ships for protection from the sea, so I've said before, but when their protection doesn't work out, and the ship may end up sinking due to a storm or something else, every sailor on board who can attacks the priestess, and they do what they can to kill them before the ship goes down, since the blame falls squarely on them. There are some men who are priests of Umberlee, but they are rare, and I have never seen one. Among those who lived by the sea, though, Umberlee wasn't a goddess to like, it was one to be appeased. Much gold and wealth went to her, just so you wouldn't have to deal with her fury. Why people follow such gods is beyond me, but I can certainly see why they would appease them, especially Umberlee. Despite all that, and how I felt guarded around Callan, we actually agreed to meet at a tavern, and things grew from there. But again, that will be for another time. Shadowheart.
An imposter in our ranks. If this is true, it could be anyone. You, me... Well, not me, I know who I am.
No, sure you do. That's
Perhaps
just
we
what
shouldn't take Gortash's word for granted. But if he speaks the truth, we need to be careful. Orin could have eyes and ears on us right now.
I might refrain from kissing you. What if it's like a doppelganger with teeth that try to bite my face off in the middle of the kiss? Is there anything that I could say to her? Let's talk about our relationship.
Of course.
How are you faring?
Honestly, my heart's racing. The end's close. My parents are close. I just know it. Thank you. I'm not sure I would have ever made it this far without you.
We have to go into the lower city to find them, apparently where the Shire Knights are. Let's talk about all that's happened to us. You know, I mean, I do know a little bit of doppelgangers. Grandmother spoke about them. Their powers... It's like they read the person's mind and take the memories, so anything I ask, it's more behavior, not knowledge, that they would have that would be out. Would a doppelganger kiss me? Would I want to kiss a doppelganger? Well, let's talk about all that's happened to us.
Fine. What's on your mind?
Well, she seems like her normal self. How am I holding up in your estimations?
No notes. You've exceeded my every expectation. Even if I could have made it this far without you, I don't think I'd have wanted to.
Isn't that just what the real Shadowheart would say? I don't know. I don't know how to tell who's who.
Moving ahead.
I have to speak to everybody, I guess.
If Gortash is to be believed, then even our camp isn't safe from Orin's influence. We might want to confirm the veracity of his claim, or at least clean up the mess.
What if I'm in the middle of making love to Shadowheart and it turns out to be Orin? Ugh. Alright. Oh, that's... Why did I even think of that? Scratch.
What's up for discussion?
Scratch's tail wags enthusiastically.
Hold on, Scratch.
Where's the deal?
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
Do you smell anything different among any of us? No? Well, I know I'm not a doppelganger. You would think that the Emperor would be able to tell through the astral prism. The only thing I can think of is that it's not one of us with the tadpoles. Halcyon?
A shapeshifter infiltrating our number. Like a cuckoo creeping into the nest. A dire threat, if Gortash indeed spoke the truth.
Yeah. Well, I already spoken to them. There's nothing new. I've spoken to Withers. Withers is the same self. Asterion.
So, we have a shape changer at our camp. Good luck finding her. You could watch out for anyone acting strangely, but, well, you know the lunatics we camp with.
Do you think it's an Orin or a doppelganger? Well, he seems to think it would be Orin by his reference to her. Honestly, I don't know if doppelgangers have a sex. Karlach. Wow.
copper for your thoughts.
Look at the steam coming off of you. Or is that your weapon you have? It might be the weapon. I don't know. Stuff is coming off of you, that's all I can see. No. Jaheira.
Watching gods. But I never thought I would be happy to see the city again. Much less to smell it.
You need to come with
Harper
us.
safe house I spoke of is on the bridge at Wyrm's Crossing.
Oh, we passed it.
Dantelon's dancing axe.
We'll have to go there then. What are you hoping to find there again?
Information. The Chosen have a head start on us. I'd like to know what they've done with it.
Oh, that sounds like it could be very helpful. Join me.
You'll need to free up your ranks a little first.
Who can we get rid of? It doesn't really matter. You can trade places with Will.
At your command.
I would like to have... Well, Will's not really helpful beyond his father. Hello there, Giant Will. Expected us to get into a battle.
An imposter in our camp. We must identify them. And quickly. Without trust, our fellowship is doomed to wither and die.
Okay. You know what? I need to take two things from you. Where are you? I would like to have this resonance stone with me, since it's so very helpful. I'll take this nasty clown's severed torso. And we'll go back to the, I guess Lucretia. Alright, let's head back into the city.
I'm telling you.
Ah, they're harmless.
Right, we've returned.
Let's
see. Wyrm's Rock Fortress. We need to go to here. Actually, we have the torso. I don't really want to carry that. Let's go back to Rivington. We have the clown's torso. We're going to go back to here. We have to go and explore all of Baldur's Gate. We have to go to the lower city. We've got to find the Sharans, free Shadowheart's parents. We've got to go and do a lot of other things. Orin's down there too somewhere. Right. We've got another piece for Lucretia. If she'll take it. I'm not sure if she wants us to gather up the head and the arms and the legs first. How horrible. Or Lucretius.
Hello again, my vicious little warrior. Any luck finding dribbles?
Not all of them. Sorry. Listen, I don't really want to carry this. Yeek. Okay. Well, that's been dealt with. Let's go to Wyrm's Crossing. Tickle in my throat. Where is it out here?
Exactly. Pleasure isn't just physical.
It's... The Harpers are here. Are they down below?
Darling, it's very leather.
How do we get to these Harpers?
Whether you're getting hammered or getting nails.
Well, they really decide to use up every portion of the bridge. I think we found out where they are. Okay. They are inside here somewhere. We've got to find a means of getting downstairs. Dancing axe. You were at the coronation, were you not?
Greetings, sir. Your noble bearing brings a little class to my humble...
Oh, you can turn off the charm, Entharl. He's with me.
Blueberries. Thought I had a sale. You look tired, Harper.
I missed you too. They're already here?
Down below. Here's the key.
Do Harpers ever stop and say hello?
Ha! Clearly you do not know our Harper Most High.
I wouldn't say that. We've traveled a long road together in a short time. The others will be taking their ease here. Entharl has been known to shelter Harpers when they need it.
Entharl has been known to charge rent. Harpers have been known to ignore him. Now go on. The short father may send me an actual paying customer today.
You know what? He's thick. He must be a dwarf. I'm not exactly sure, though. It could also be a big halfling. I think he's a dwarf. Alright then.
Right, Sobby. You're on the door till our friends are done. God's forbid business today.
Guess we couldn't have done this without Jaheira with us. Down below. If they have information on the Chosen, that could be very helpful to us. Whatever they have. Why is there just a regular... Okay. Hello? Are you in charge?
Hi, Harper. May Seluna's tears shine on this meeting.
A very formal greeting, Geraldus. You are well?
Yes. Hi, Harper. Standing beneath Seluna's tears.
The lad's
Something's
a little
wrong.
nervous, Jaheira.
Something's wrong.
We heard of your great victory against Ketherick.
Geraldus isn't nervous. He's terrified. And he's using Seluna's tears as some kind of code.
I understand, Geraldus. Take a moment. And you, Harper. There is something familiar about you. Doesn't she remind you of our old friend Marcus?
Huh.
Jaheira's meaning is clear.
The one with the wings.
Marcus was a traitor laying a trap. The same, it seems, is happening here.
I thought Marcus was Flaming Fist. Okay, I'm going to detect Jaheira's thoughts. He's the one that tried to take Isobel at the last light in. I assumed that they put a tadpole in his brain.
Oh, clever cub. This is an ambush. Strike first, while they focus on me.
I strike while Jaheira has them distracted. Oh, really? It's that obvious down here. Everyone outside. Okay, well, it seems that he's not our enemy. This Harper's the only one on our side. Gale, well, you get to unleash your destruction. I wish you had, like, a giant fireball, like an inferno, that can just swallow up an entire floor. Well, you can have more powerful ones, but... Let's see. If you could teleport there... Oh, the wall is in the way. And you can't get there. I guess that won't work. Cone of Cold. That could work too. Good enough. We've surprised them. Doppelgangers. Blast foes and possibly... Interesting.
Say bye-bye.
A dead one? You know what? You almost probably could have done this yourself. You didn't need us. Take its weapon away. Try that again. Alright, Jaheira. Or, sorry, Jaheira. Karlach. This is getting a bit much. There's nothing for me to hit. Well, there's one up top. Let's see. You cannot shadow step. Can you? You can't even jump. However, I would like to climb up that ladder. Not enough movement. Let's just climb up the ladder. Nope, wrong. Maiming strike.
Come on. Can't stay idle.
I can't even reach him. I can. I can jump high. Apparently that's all I can do. Alright.
Forward.
Outflank. Outsmart. How many has she brought to Baal's side, I wonder?
Mahler's mark. How many more Harpers dead?
Sorry, Jaheira. This must be awful. What's his notes over here? The city's Harpers appear to operate independently, each separate cell feeding into a ranking member who oversees the larger network. It's an effective method, distributing their efforts and ensuring that each unit is safeguarded against the infiltration of the others. But once already compromised, the structure is their greatest weakness, with no individual Harper being able to tell where the contamination began and how far it has spread. And so while they scramble to rebuild themselves, we carry on with the Chosen's work. Did they just keep that one alive? Chest here.
What's hiding here? Open up.
A letter. Kill order. A plain unadored note. You won't have to wear those Harper smiles much longer. Oren has given the order. Kill the crone, but not before you tell her how her little soldiers died. Preserve some hair or sinew if you can. The Chosen would like to string a harp of her own. Terrible. I assume that they're talking about Jaheira. Crone, just because she's female and old. Alright, Harper. I assume you're the only real one here.
Did I get it right?
Seluna's tears. It is said no false face can stand beneath their light. An old code, Harper. But yes, you got it right. Now I need your report.
We had eyes on suspected cultists in the city, like you asked. We thought we were tracking them, but...
They were tracking you instead. Evidently. Doppelgangers.
And they're not just working with the cult, High Harper. They're part of it. Ballists, I think.
Sworn to Orin the Red, yes. We've already had the pleasure. Go on.
Everything seemed fine until your latest orders. Until we started to search for the Rajamar. They struck the same night.
What? Rajamar?
I woke to one of them strangling Chelvin, while smiling at me out of her face. She said... It said... that I'd report back to you as normal. Lure you here, and... I had no choice!
I'm sure it felt that way, Geraldus. The others were likely dragged back to Orin. Tortured. Sacrificed. I do not expect you to die for me. But to risk Entharl, any citizen who might have wandered in, there is always a choice. And the Harper must be able to make the hard ones. Perhaps this isn't the life for you after all, Geraldus.
No, Jaheira! Hi, Harper! Please! I'm still a Harper. I want to help!
You've scarcely signed up, boy. And there is a war coming. Why die a Harper, when you could still live as anything else?
Good question. This may be the question. The answer that you give will probably determine if you're still a Harper. No one can make that choice for him. Not even you, High Harper.
I want to fight. For Chelvin. For all of them.
People do learn from their
So it means
mistakes.
something.
Death is death. To look for meaning in it is foolishness, boy. Childish storybook nonsense. Exactly the kind the Harper would spout, I suppose. Fine. I have no right to make the choice for you. Not when this mess is of my making. I sent the Harpers hunting after the cult, without thinking what it would mean to be hunted in turn. Now they are compromised. And if not for you, I wouldn't even know it. I'm sorry, Geraldus. Harper. And I owe you an apology as well. I haven't told you everything I hope to learn here today. First, Geraldus, you're the last Harper in the city I can rely on. Lay low and rest while you can. I have matters to discuss with my friend here.
You have something to say. Why didn't you say it at camp?
Orin knows the hunt. In one stroke, she places the Harpers beyond our reach. Separates us from our pack. Until we know who the false facers are, we cannot trust anyone beyond ourselves.
Who's this Rajamar you had your Harpers searching for?
A shame of mine. Redoubled because I did not tell you everything sooner. Tell me, what do you know of a man named Minsk of Rashiman?
Minsk? You mean the one with the hamster?
Oh my god! Minsk!
The name is as familiar as Jaheira's own. A hero of the time of troubles, who saved the city more than once.
With grandmother. He excuse me. He traveled with you back in the old days.
I sense you mean no insult, calling scarce a century ago the old days. Which is considerably more insulting. Minsk is an old friend. Perhaps my oldest. We fought at one another's backs, times beyond counting. And the last time I saw him, I left him to die.
Oh? You know, I don't remember whatever happened to him. I heard he went back to Rashomon, and that was the last my grandmother said of him. I don't know anything else. What happened?
Before we ever heard of this Absolute, we received word of a gathering in the Undercity. What we found was the first dark seed of this plot. A circle of cultists with mind flayers in their midst. We might have ended it there, cut off at the root, but before I could send for help, Mince charged in alone.
Oh.
It was chaos. He was overrun, dragged down beneath a mass of tentacles. I had a choice. Stay and let word of this cult die with us, or leave him and live to fight another day.
I'm sorry, Jaheira. That's a cruel choice to have to make.
The world takes much from those who presume to defend it. But sometimes, you get to take it back. So don't be sorry, because I mean to use you, if you're willing.
Need to use me? What,
Infection, indoctrination, eradication. That has been the fate of everyone the cult has captured so far. But it has not been yours. With your help, perhaps it need not be Minsk's either.
Then let's find him.
As simply as that? For no other reason than that I asked? Perhaps you two will get along. Oh, the point is moot without the means to find him. Without the Harpers, we shall have to find another path. I'll have a better idea of what that is once we're through the gates. Seems I need to reacquaint myself with this damned city.
Well, you know, I mean, Minsk and Jaheira are... My grandmother talked about you guys a lot, so... Oh, we're still so far from the main city. Right, so... I think we have some things to sell. And, ironically, we can sell it right upstairs. Oh, wait, maybe not this stairs. The stairs down there. The ladder, I should say. Oh wait, there's another chest here. Dancing Axe. Bit of a funny name for our store. Spells for you, Gale. Right, we have a few things to sell. Let's get to that, and then we head back into the city.
What? By the Morden Summit's curlies went on down there.
Our Harpers turned out to be shapeshifter assassins.
Of course they bloody did. Clear out then. I'm guessing I have some tidying to do before the steel watch squeals by.
No, considering that people outside heard it, so maybe you should do something about that. That's it. No more questions asked.
Plenty. But I'll bend Jaheira's pointy old ears when all of this is done. She'll owe me a whole cask of drinks by then.
Let me see your wares first.
I don't care much for your timing, but I like your gold well enough.
Alright, as soon as I'm done, then you can get up to, or get down to cleaning.
Let's see what this does.
It's that other door. This is where the Flaming Fist barracks is. Cruton poster. Is he trying to open up that chest?
What are you doing in here?
You notice the gnome slip a lockpick into his pocket.
Really?
You're not a fist. Go on, get out, or I'll wake the others.
I can't go yet. I'm waiting on your explanation. Why were you stealing?
I'm no thief. I was going to pay it back. Eventually.
Which means never.
I needed the gold. I'm getting out of here. Taking a ferry down the coast to get me home. Those bloody crooks at the docks are charging triple, though. Danger money. It's a joke.
It's not fair to rob your colleagues, no matter how expensive the boat is.
But I have to get away. There's an army coming, trying to kill us all. My wife said we have to stand and fight, and I can't.
You would abandon your wife?
I'm not made for this.
You seem capable from where I'm standing.
I'm not a soldier. I only joined for the uniform and a warm bed. They're better off without me. I'm scared. All I want is to go home.
Hey.
You shouldn't be in here. This barracks is private.
So he's just going to leave? Or he will stay? They're all sleeping. Alright. What's this list of missing goods? List of missing goods. Ring, red, stone embedded. Debin thinks it could be carnelian. Magic dagger, music box, scroll of Tasha's hideous laughter. 1 missing item, a fluke. 2, concern. 3, flagrant thievery. See something amiss? Report it to me at once. Bakshi. Ma'am, been sleeping worse since my last letter. These bleeding headaches rack me from set till rise, worse and worse each time. It don't help neither that work's a write-off. In which of the 9 hells do they imagine us menfolk being any use with these big metal bastards blundering about? They don't even do the job better all the time, just louder. One of them picked up a bloke yesterday. Weren't guild or zent as far as I could see. Just a regular bloke, and just pissed off. Wouldn't say where it was going, and I'll be thrice damned before I get in the way of one of those. Sorry to be all dooming and glooming. The grub's got better, if you want a silver lining. Love you, ma'am. Krill. P.S. If you got any of that sleep tea kicking about, could you send some over? It'd be lush to get some proper rest. Alright. I have the fear that we can't wait any longer. For Florrick.
It's a gnome's life for me.
Wrong one.
No one stopped me yet. Don't give me trouble now.
Gale, your turn. Oop, wrong spell. This one. What? She's with us.
Most excellent.
Evanescence. Still alive. So
all right.
Progress.
We need to leave. But she'll be happy to be out.
I've got a long road ahead.
Let me shy.
Everybody out.
trespass.
Is that
Okay,
blood?
let's go.
No, never mind. At the ready.
Hey.
This is far enough. The way should be clear. I can't thank you enough for getting me out of that damned prison. And for giving me courage when I'd all but run out.
You're most welcome.
Don't be so quick with your gratitude, Counselor. All we have done is send you back into the battle.
And reminded me why I fight in the first place. Truly. Thank you.
What will you do now?
I will travel to the upper city. Find what allies I can. You won't fight the coming battle alone. As long as the city stands, I will stand with it. This is my promise.
That outfit of hers doesn't leave much to the imagination now, does it? Especially when it's flapping around. Well, we did some good things there. And we didn't have to kill any flaming fists, which I really don't like doing.
Here goes nothing.
Alright, we're heading into the main city proper. Hello.
No distractions, please.
Oh. We need Will. We need Will. Alright. Kind of is the point of Mizora, because she's basically got her leash upon him still. That's Lae'zel. We need giant Will.
The Harpers have been compromised. A balancing power now unbalanced. Jaheira's support has been invaluable. We should return it in kind.
Right, like you join me.
I'd love to join, but I don't think there's enough space for me to squeeze in.
Of course you can. Make room. Maybe take Karlach's place.
Let's make this happen.
Right, let's return. Happy to have gotten her out of there. 5 days she would have been executed. Oh, now, all that the Flaming Fist will be able to report is that they saw me and my group come in, and that was it. Nothing out of the ordinary. She suddenly just disappeared.
Did I tell you? A momentous occasion. I'm sure you agree.
I've had enough, Mizora. What do you want?
Your attention, little pup. Nothing more. And you'll be glad to give it. You see, Gortash has had your father relocated.
Already, I thought Gortash would want to keep him around.
I'm just an impartial observer. This is Gortash's game. A murderous one, the way I hear it.
Shit.
Your dad's good as dead, pup.
Hey, she's trying to manipulate you.
There's no way to save him. Or is there?
No.
You know something.
I know enough. I'll be in your camp if you want to work something out.
Oh, that's just great. Well, what do you think of that, Will?
Of course she'd stick her infernal nose where it doesn't belong. Of course she's dreamt up some risible scheme.
She just wants to
By all the hounds
keep
of the
you.
hells, what is she planning?
She wants to keep you as her pet forever. She's up to no good, that's for certain.
Certainly not. But she's as inevitable as Toril's path around the sun. We'll have answers soon enough. Mizora's gone to camp. We should speak with her. Until then, may my father keep safe, whatever coop he's been flown to.
I wonder if we can't jump down to places like that. How would we get back up, though? Wyrm's Rock. Fortress. This is still the bridge. Okay, we're getting turned around. Away from the steel watch is where we need to go, I know that. Yeah, let's go. To the lower city.
By order of Lord Gortash, all livestock admitted to the city must be surrendered. All livestock is now property of the Ducal Council for the duration of the ongoing emergency.
They take all your
Failure to comply will result
animals.
in imprisonment and, if necessary, more severe punishment.
It's unnecessary.
We lost most of our herd to wolves on the way here. We've got almost nothing left, and you want to take that from us?
Hey.
Move along. I've got my hands full enough without gawkers.
Last time we saw someone like you, it was Orin. Hey there.
You must agree, this is ludicrous. How are we meant to survive without our livelihoods?
Yeah, I do agree. Hello there.
My husband's still in the outer city with the few cows we have left. How am I going to tell him we have to give them up?
Oh, look. Wait.
Seems like a good
Hello there.
moment to talk.
Still can't fathom that they hang folk in this city. Those gallows get more use than some temples. Every 10 day, I write into the Baldur's mouth about it, and every edition fails to mention it. Pathetic.
Have to keep going.
Another waypoint. Well, I suppose this is the main city. I haven't been here in a while. That's the last time was... Well, I shouldn't say a while. Last time was when I was taken with it and had this tadpole implanted. Anti-hag support group poster. What? Attention, have you been hexed by a hag? Lost a loved one to a deal? You're not alone. Join other survivors of hag treachery at Baron's Coop. Alone, we're vulnerable, but together, we stand up against hags. Yes, there was evidence of more hags from Auntie Ethel's place. Was it somebody named M that she called? For the stout and sturdy. Adventurers wanted for perilous and profitable quests. Ah, Night Song. Master Laroken, the arcanist from Athkatla, the recluse of Ramazith's tower, seeks brave and enterprising individuals to delve treacherous temple and recover storied artifact, the Night Song, for preservation in Baldur's Gate. Only stout of heart and keen of mind need apply. Flame, glory, and incredible fortune assured. Stay tonight at the Elfsong. Rooms available at the Elfsong Tavern for parties large or small. See innkeeper Alan Alith at the bar. I know him. Be wary of foreigners. Foreigners should be shunned. You mean I should be shunned? Their decadent ideas infect our youth, and they steal Baldurian resources without contributing anything. The recent wave of refugees should be driven from Baldur's Gate. Let other cities take them in. Baldur's Gate has already given enough. Rat trouble? Got rat trouble? Not for long. Hire Stompin' Boars, the rat catcher, and your troubles are over. Small rats, big rats, giant rats, rabbit rats, any kind of rats. Boars stomps them all. Reasonable rates, corpses, and rat pellets removed at no extra charge. References upon request.
Perhaps you just focus on the paper selling and leave the writing to me.
Who are you? Hello.
Oh, you? I know you.
You do?
How delightful to meet in person. Though, you're shorter than I expected.
Really? It seems like a tower over you. How tall am I supposed to be? 20 feet tall? You have me at a disadvantage. I have no idea who you are.
My name's Estra Stir, journalist. I speak to the people of Baldur's Gate, so our readers don't have to.
I see. How do you know who I was?
I work for the greatest broadsheet in this storied city. It's my job to know who is who. I imagine you'll be becoming quite familiar with it soon. You are, after all, the star of the next Baldur's Mouth Gazette.
I am. And what's the headline of that edition?
If I told you, you'd lose the fun of reading it yourself. It's our juiciest edition in an age bound to get everyone talking about you.
Don't I get a say in this?
Darling, we can't let the readers decide what the content is. We've editors for that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've really said rather too much and written rather too little. Good day.
You mean that rag, paper, it's all the propaganda for Gortash. You have a... Hello.
Hello?
Little,
Does anyone want to buy a gazette?
little young to be doing this, aren't you? I'll take one.
Thank you.
So the orc was saying that they hang people here. Oh, look at the gallows.
What's up for discussion?
Hello?
Eyes front and keep your nose clean, newcomer. A noose and a short drop is how we deal with troublemakers.
How about you wait until I commit a crime before threatening me?
By then it will be too late. I can't help the dead, but I can warn the living.
You, Orin.
Stay the path and obey the law, and you have nothing to fear.
I see Orin and doppelgangers everywhere. Oh, I don't even... There's so many things to do. Gather my allies. Okay, we have Florrick. We have Arabella is supposed to be in the city here somewhere. We got Helson, Volo, but he's taken off. Find the Night Song. We have to speak to Lorokan. Okay. And then rescue the Grand Duke. Missoura asked us to meet at her camp. Yes, I know about that. Help the hag survivors. We found a poster that mentioned a meeting for people who have survived hags. It's being held at Baron's Coop. Oh yes, we want... Gale wants to go to, Sorcerer's Sundries, so perhaps I'll find something about necromancy, the Necromancer book. Stop the presses. We met a journalist, Estra Stir, who told us we're set to star on the next edition of the Baldur's Mouth Gazette. We should have found out why. Blade of Frontiers. Go speak to Missoura about his father. Grand Duke. Same thing. Alright, let's see what's in that paper that I just bought. Wherever it went to. Here it is. Reports of ships sailing by night along Wyrm's crossing beaches. These are probably smugglers, the Zents and everything. The Zentarum. Feywild circus struck by tragedy. Dribbles the clown killed and replaced by absolute spy. Visit the Uncanny Feywild Circus in Wyrm's Crossing for a day. The Uncanny Feywild Circus? I thought it was Circus of the End Days or something like that. Of wholesale family fun, featuring Lucretius the Necromancer, Mummy Zara, and more. Murder in Baldur's Gate, the Mouth investigates. Feywild Circus comes to town and famous Dribbles the Clown. What? Okay. Murder at Lathander's feet. Head priest kills within open hand. Temple walls. Investigator Valera on the case. Arrogant vigilantes brutally murder respected Thorm family. Oh, well, there's news about us. We're the arrogant vigilantes. Right, so I do believe I'm going to have to decide where we're going to go. I would like to go and get Shadowheart's parents freed as soon as we can. So to that end, I'm going to go look through all of our options in Baldur's Gate. Alright, turns out we don't know exactly where this House of Grief is in the lower city of Baldur's Gate. I can't pin it on my map. However, nearby is the editor of the Baldur's Mouth Gazette. Investigate the murders. We can go to the Elfsong Tavern, which I've been looking forward to for a while. This obviously leads back to where we came. I've been in worse cities. I think Athkatla is worse. I actually prefer Baldur's Gate. I didn't have a very good time last time in Athkatla. More Steel Watch, another barracks. We'll just search along everywhere till we get to where we want. Hello?
The thugs are getting bolder. My husband's been mocked twice this month, if you can believe it.
Mocked
You be
twice?
safe out there. Can't trust a damn soul.
Mocked twice? So you're here to report that to the Flaming Fist. They're mocking my husband. Hello there.
If you have a problem, speak to one of the other Fist. A rabid warg organised this inventory, judging by the mess they've left me.
You look just like a Harper I knew in the Shadowlands. She died out there. Training. Hello.
I like your look. You've seen battle, shed some blood. Could show these softies here how it's done.
And speaking of that, probably should wipe my face a little bit cleaner. Hello?
About time. The Manip assured me a builder would come around a 10-day ago, and hold it. You're not the builder. Which means I've got no use for you.
Why do you need a carpenter so badly?
Hooligans at the Mermaid have been using my shutters for target practice. And that's not the half of it.
Oh, really?
I've had to replace the same window 3 times now, not to mention the mess they've made of my front door. Now either you learn to fix my broken shutters, or you wag your tongue elsewhere.
Well, you know, the Blushing Mermaid is what I stepped out of right when I was zapped up into that nautiloid. Hello?
Keep crime reports short. Do not waste our time with frivolous issues.
What's her name?
I guess everyone's here to report a crime.
I'm here about my case.
We're dealing with an increased number of complaints, sir.
Please ask me to come here. Don't you remember?
Yes. I mean, no. I mean...
Are you drunk? Is that what this is?
Of course not. Simply tell me why you're here.
Well? Hello?
How many times do I need to say it? You sent word about a lead, said that I should come see you about it.
Of course, madam. Let me just...
What's wrong?
Forgive me. Why are you here?
Is this some kind of sick joke? Do you have any idea what I've been through these past few days?
What's going on here?
My daughter Vanra, my little girl,
She's missing.
Oh, that's bad.
This stupid, useless fist said she had a lead, but she must have been stuck in Dream Mist or something.
Madam, tell me.
Well, she's a doppelganger or a tadpole. Something's really wrong with
She
her.
was taken from a tavern?
Yes, the blushing mermaid down by the docks. I told you 100 times. Why aren't you listening?
I'm listening. Tell me what happened.
Excuse me, citizen, but if this is a criminal matter, it's my business, not yours.
You can barely think.
If you'll just tell me why you're here, I'll
Oh.
take down the details.
Wow.
I feel like I'm going mad.
The fists are useless, so I'll find your daughter. I swear upon my oath.
You will? Thank you. I haven't slept or eaten since she disappeared. I'm terrified something has happened to her. Her name is Vanra.
Vanra.
She's 7 years old.
Oh,
and has
boy.
red hair, like me. We were in the Blushing Mermaid when she was taken. Just up by the docks.
Yes, I know. Was anyone else with you?
No. Unless you count a couple of old drinking mates at the next table. But they'd be no help. They barely remember their own names. We were sober, though. I swear. I stop in the maid for a drink sometimes. But it was only a quick one.
You must have some witnesses, surely.
Of course. The front of house, Bosun Gannet was there, and the owner of the Blushing Mermaid, Captain Grizzly. Neither lifted a finger to help me look. It was awful.
I'll head to the Blushing Mermaid now.
Thank you. I'll head home. Can't stand being around these idiots any longer. Come find me the moment you hear anything.
Wait, that woman outside said she was looking for a carpenter because people were taking shots at her shutters. And she owned the Blushing Mermaid, I take it? Hello?
Your tools were stolen, right?
What?
No, you were mugged. Wait, I'm mixing you up with another
What is
citizen.
going on with you people?
I'm terribly sorry. I'll get back to you.
Well, they are useless. I wasn't wrong. I don't know what's going on. What would explain this and for what reason? If Gortash so wants this city to be powerful, the last thing he's going to want is his mercenary police force to be completely inept and useless. Hey, hello.
Curse those vandals at the Mermaid. I haven't had a wink of sleep for days.
From here, that should be down this way. There. It's a little far. How many days has she been missing for? I wouldn't have been able to sleep had it been my daughter. I don't have any children, though, but... Alright. Let's get going then. Let's go speak to the editor. We'll get over there to the Blushing Mermaid soon enough.
Really won't feel it. Not a thing. You're not back. Brace yourself.
What? I've got to know what's going on here.
That felt great. You're very welcome, sir.
What's the meaning of this? Hey.
Come to have a go.
What are you?
Give it your best shots.
You're some
An air of decay hangs over the stooped beggar's form. The smell of rot.
Disgusting.
The smell of death.
Gold first. Then you can hit me.
I don't think you're alive. A strange way to earn your keep. Do many take you up on this?
Plenty. Lots of angry people in this city. No one else to take it out on. Go on. You seem like you've something pent up.
I don't know. This really doesn't seem right.
Or not?
I'm not going to hit you.
Then move. Let someone else have a go.
That's actually one of the strangest things I've ever seen in my life. Well, it's not your typical undead, whatever it is. Oh, what happened here? Hey, what's going on?
I don't like this. I don't like the look in some of their eyes.
Huh? What happened here?
The citizen is unconscious and won't be waking up anytime soon.
What goes on here?
These street trash need to watch their tone. I don't tolerate disrespect.
Okay. Do you know what's going on?
If all these folks can just keep their shit together, maybe nobody else will get hurt. Maybe.
The fists are really off. I don't remember them being crazy like this. Highly aggressive and we're just forgetting about everything. Hey, can I speak to these things?
Greetings, citizen. I trust you are enjoying the city.
Wow. You're more polite than the other flaming fists.
Next stop, Baldur's Gate's cushiest end. Oh, I've got aches and bones.
Hello?
Thank Helm we made such good time. The army of the Absolute at your back certainly encourages a brisk pace.
Okay, let's move on. What's this place? The Stormshore Tabernacle.
Stormshore Tabernacle.
Nope.
Stormshore
Oh, I've already read that.
It's been some time since I stood before her in a place like this.
Who's her? There's many female gods. Oh. Hello there.
Well met, Oathsworn. Your faith may not be orthodox, but it's still welcome here.
You know me as a paladin.
You've come far, I perceive. How may I serve you this day?
So, who are you?
I am Vicar Humbletoes, guardian of the Stormshore Tabernacle. I keep the peace in this sacred place and guide those in need.
What can I do here?
Here, clerics may commune with their gods, and even hear their responses, if they are so favored. I am also granted the power to provide holy resurrection through sales of revivification scrolls.
Well, we have withers for that if we ever really need a resurrection. Are holy items available for purchase?
Of course, my child. Within limits. Behold my wares.
What do you mean within limits? You've got some different things here. Crusader's Mantle. Sacred Star. Swall of Ice. Reviving Hands. Revivify. Right. Well, doesn't look like anything that we could really use besides healing potions. I could use these. I did give them up to a lot of my companions. Right. Good enough. We should be off. Mistra? Ah, that's who you're talking about.
You see an altar dedicated to Mistra.
Whatever you want with this idol, I prefer we make it quick. Not sure I'm comfortable catching Mistra's eye, even if it is made of stone.
Well, you're afraid she's going to set the bomb off? Well, that would be really bad right now. I mean, looking at her fine form, I just can't help but think the story you said about making love to Mistra comes to mind. So you don't want to make an offering, a prayer of some kind?
Trust me. It'll take a lot more than a few gold pieces and some fervent thoughts to convince Mystra to break her silence. On my account, at least. Commune with her as you see fit. I've no wish to stand between you and any inspiration she might deign to offer.
You sound like a spurned lover from who knows how long ago. There's obviously a big story. Obviously, you had a big relationship with her at some point, like you said with your story. I'll read the words inscribed on the altar.
Mystra, mother of all magic, is the patron of wizards, and often called upon by other spellcasters as well. She's said to be a jealous goddess. Even though you do not follow her, you feel her power resonating from the statue. She is the one true spell at the heart of all spells. The weave could not be in better hands.
Right, so make an offering to Mystra. Oh, what can I give her? Well, usually it's gold, right? How about... do I have any of those light bombs? There's a lot of things here. I don't know what I could give Mystra. Potion of... some kind of elixir. It's something to do with magic, I would think. Mind reading, visibility, flying. I'm not sure. What would Mystra like? I'm sure she wouldn't like alcohol. Let's look this over. Well, I was thinking that it would require a hefty sum of gold, and I don't want to give up what we have. So, we'll leave. Perhaps if we have more to give at some point. The origins of Mystra. Salune.
You see an altar dedicated to Saluna.
Read that which is inscribed upon the altar.
An inscription reads, "Let all who worship the changing tides of life and knowledge feel the blessings of Saluna. Trust in the purity of my light. See the constancy in its inconstancy, and you will be guided aright. Your scholarship of religion tells you no more."
Too bad we don't have Shadowheart with us. Where's the Morning Lord? I would rather worship Salune than Mystra. And this one?
This altar isn't dedicated to a single god, but instead acts as a conduit to many. Your god is one of many, and in this place you sense a spark of its mighty divine flame.
Read what's inscribed on the altar.
It reads, "Show your devotion with an offering in your god's name. Blessings may follow."
I pay homage and honor to the gods of light and justice.
The gods are ready to receive your joyful donation.
Well, here they all are, all the good ones. Of course I'm going to go to Lathander. I'll make an offering to Lathander, the Morning Lord, god of vitality, of hope, and of beginnings. Same thing, and we don't have the gold. As great as that is. Helm, the Watcher.
You see an
Never
altar
cared for him.
dedicated to Helm the Vigilant.
Read the inscription on the altar.
Helm the Watcher is a guardian god, dedicated to the preservation of order. Many turn to him in troubled times. Your knowledge of religion tells you nothing more about the worship of Helm.
Tyr. The one-eyed.
An altar dedicated to Tyr.
Read what's inscribed.
Tyr, the blind god, offers justice to all, innocent and malefactor alike. The law dictates what is right, be that reward or retribution. His unseeing eyes are a testament to the lawful life he lived and what it cost him. Make a sacrifice out of your own pocket, and you may yet be blessed.
I'd take a blessing. I really would. I just don't have it in me to give.
What's in here?
Right, let's leave. So I guess I remembered Tyr wrong. I thought Tyr was the one-eyed, but he's completely blind.
The history of the city itself is captured in the archives here.
Fascinating resource. I wonder what those archives will reveal about us 100 years hence.
Only the most excellent and complimentary things. With some encouragement from us, of course.
Who's this person? This Dragonborn?
You two must submit to Lord Gortash if you are to be saved.
He's screaming at people, calling for the death of the Absolute. Well, the irony there. And to follow Gortash. Yeah. So are we... Yeah, Baldur's Mouth. This is the newspaper.
Baldur's Mouth.
Hello.
Watch yourself in there. Sarky bastards, these writer types.
Sarky bastards. Hi.
No time to chat, mate. Sorry. Since Gortash donated this printing machine, we've had ridiculous volume to shift.
I've always enjoyed reading myself.
Hello there.
Listen, pal. If you're not moving my share of broadsheets, you're in my way. Shift!
I'm in such a hurry. What are you up to over there?
These writers sure do have a lot to say. The amount of trees they must have cut down to print all these papers. And people complain about the steel watch taking up resources. Huh.
Hello.
If the Steel Watchers had eyes, at least you'd feel like you were being watched by something with a soul.
There's no soul there. I'm pretty sure of it.
Gotta keep him safe.
Hello.
No, we are not censoring the mouth. We are simply doing a routine inspection. And no, I cannot sell you a copy.
Alright then. What's this? A hostel.
Nortale's shelter. Refugees welcome.
A mailbox. Past due invoice. To Pamela Nortel. Or Nortale? Your invoice for last month's food deliveries is past due. If you do not make the minimum payment by the due date, this account will be turned over for collection to Fist repossessions. We understand that your hostel is a charity establishment, but during Bold and Othun Provisioners is not. Please attend to this matter in a responsible and timely fashion. Martinev, Othun, valued customer disciplinarian. Oh, the titles they give themselves. Hello?
Welcome. If you've need of a bunk or a bath, you'll find them upstairs.
It's kind of nice. Hello?
I'm grateful to be here, I am. But I thought we'd arrive as a family. Not like this.
I guess they're missing some of them. Is this your child? Or is that... Yes.
The soap here smells funny.
With an adult voice. Sometimes you can't just assume that a little one is a child because, you know, halflings, gnomes, even dwarves. But dwarves you can usually pick up from a distance because of their wide size. Oh, there's something over here. Pouch. Note from Skare. Hey, Mouthy Fiend, friend. A couple of my colleagues confirmed your timely tip, so I've decided to go on holiday for a while. I've left you a little something in gratitude. Skare. Gold necklace. Maybe we should stop opening these things up. Don't want to look like we're thieves.
Rules are the same for everyone. Clothes go in the fire.
Hello there.
Good luck getting some kip up here. I'd stuff your ears if I were you.
I mean food.
Never heard a racket like this back home. Till the Absolute arrived, anyway.
The troubles this Absolute brings everywhere. Good job, Gorchas. Nortali's hostile current lodgings. Don't know any of these people, of course. A lot of people in this world. House rules. Let's read this. Be considerate. Everyone is going through something. Make a mess. Clean it up. No ritual sacrifices on the back porch. Use a cutting board on the prep table. No singing or dancing after sundown. 1 bucket of clean water per use of the wash tub. No intimacy clients in the dormitory. I'm serious. Oh, interesting.
Don't tell our writers that.
Hello.
I keep telling you, animals, if you want to buy a gazette, talk to the loud little shit screaming headlines. I deliver the papers. I do not sell them.
Well, that's nice to know. Saying hello.
In my opinion, we should have a still watch in every Baldurian home.
Oh.
Why? I'm glad you asked. It'd certainly help with the dishes. Okay. After the joke, you'll laugh. Leave him some time.
I didn't actually find that very funny. Hello?
Boy, I got my eye on you. You got the look of a troublemaker.
You know I'm a paladin, right? Troublemaker to the chosen, yes. Baldur's mouth. Oh, it's a lot larger than I thought it would be. So who do I talk to? Who's the senior editor? Hello there.
Hey, cut it out, will you? I've got deliveries to manage.
I was so busy. I think it's the end of the world and I've got to get all this stuff done before then. Hello there.
Don't know about you, but them big metal bastards really put me off my flow.
Off your flow. Well, you've got one staring right at you, pretty much. Alright, who's the senior editor? Is it you? Standing there. Hello.
Well, well, if it isn't the city's next celebrity. You star in our next edition's top story.
So I've heard. So, sorry, who are you?
Etvard Needle, editor of the Baldur's Mouth Gazette, speaking truth to power since 1450 DR. No need to introduce yourself. I make sure I become intimately familiar with my subjects before writing about them.
1450 DR was 42 years ago. It's not so long. Yeah. I heard all about your article, and I want you to shut it down.
Well, you should have considered that before disgracing yourself in public.
What did I do?
Trafficking refugees into our city is hardly a good look. Especially when so many are absolutists and murderers.
Oh, I see.
The truth will be out with tomorrow's broadsheet. People will spit in your face. Your very presence will be bad for business. You'll be a pariah, an outcast, as you should be.
I've done no such thing, regardless.
We can only hope the fists do their duty and escort you to the gallows. Your days of scumming up this good city streets will be over.
I wonder if he has a tadpole in his brain. Who told you this nonsense?
I would never reveal my sources, and certainly not to the likes of you. Besides, you're too late. The headlines are loaded into the print works already. Tomorrow, you will feel the power of free speech.
This is propaganda, this is not speech.
Vox Dei.
Nothing free about it.
Now, guards! I believe our distinguished guest was just leaving. Would you care to escort them out?
A good mind to attack the guards, but I don't want to make the situation even worse. The guards take me outside.
Why, yes, Edvard.
Can I call you Edvard? Well...
There's got to be a way to stop this. If... Hey, you don't seem to like
This ain't
them.
the worst posting, I suppose. Beats guarding the docks. Place reeks.
I guess you get used to the smell. I sure did. Hello there.
156, 157, 15... Oh, sorry, can't chat. 15... Shit! Where was I up to?
You got up to 158.
Oh, thank Corellin. You're a lifesaver. 158, 159...
Maybe I should be a troublemaker. How could I get in here and stop this? Let's do a... Let's go all around here and see if there's a... Elder Brain. Well, there's nothing I can do about it right now. Hello there.
Guard is busy with their patrol and has no time for idle chatter.
Excuse me. There's got to be a way that we can maybe get in here? Maybe, if we could stack something more, we could jump up to there, but from there, where? We wouldn't be able to make from there to there. And even if we did get to this one, where do you go from here?
Not a word on all the thefts and murders.
There's gotta be some way to do this. There's a guard back here. Here, guard.
You know what? I'm glad they posted me out here. Those writers were starting to piss me off. All the incessant, inane chatter.
Guards everywhere. You know, if it's not a way in, then perhaps we can convince somebody, even the distribution. Ah, yes.
They could be of use to you.
We have steel watchers promenade on the streets, and you're worried about the price of bread. It's a real...
He's sure you. Yes.
Yeah, I'm not sure what we can do. Maybe we can sneak back through that. No, it'll be close to us. Hello?
Newsflash, dipshit. You're interrupting me. Make like a page and turn.
Make like a page and turn. Well, I did find this is the mailbox. They don't seem to care if I read them. To whom it may concern at Baldur's mouth. I got a hot tip to sell on the Stelmane murder, but you got to come across with the gold or it's no go. I'll give you an idea to show you it's worth it. When it happened, I was in the elf song, sleeping right in the next room. And all right, I admit I heard nothing and slept through the whole thing, but in the morning, got a glance into Stelmane's gory room, and oh, Papa Mama, the things I could tell you. Anyway, meet me tonight on the elf song terrace. I'll be the one with the purple feather in her cap. And bring a stack of shiny, or my lips stay sealed. We could do that. Alright. What's this next letter? Baldur's Mouth, Puzzle Editor. Heya, I found a copy of your broadsheet on my late uncle's desk, with the Win a Peek at Candlekeep acrostic puzzle half done, and it took me a while, but anyway, I finished it. I got every question right, as you can see from the enclosed. If I come up to the Baldur's Mouth building, who do I talk to collect my prize? That Edvard Needle fellow? He's a jerk. I hope so, because I have a thing or two I'd like to tell him. Let me know, alright? Falmar Dugir, Lower City. Read this one. To the Recipes Editor. I'm a professional chef, so I am writing to tell you I am in the big outrage about your article about how to cook the ducks. It was wrong, bad, dumb, stupid, incorrect, wrong, wrong, wrong. You want to know how to cook the ducks, you should ask Rovir how to cook the ducks. He is cooking the ducks every night at the Elf Song for more years than the number of times your article was wrong. You tell me that when. You tell me when I will come over and show you how to cook the ducks. Recipes editor. Ah. One of these has got to help. The Department of Drains and Underways is aware of the issue of the penetrating stench emanating from the round street hatches that provide access to the city sewers. The tribe of gutter kobolds contracted to maintain free flow in the sanitation tunnels appears to have been slain or driven away by forces or circumstances unknown, and the resulting backup is responsible for the unpleasant odor. The department is taking appropriate measures to remedy the situation, but in the meantime, do not attempt to address the situation yourselves. Citizens are prohibited from using the round street sewer access hatches. Leave sanitation to the professionals. Alright, so, Elf Song Tavern. And we can possibly get access to this place from underneath. But we have to find these, I remember Grandmother saying they did go into the sewers. I really care to go to the Elf Song Tavern right now. I want to stop these fools at the, Baldur's Mouth.
Once Gortash clears off the cultists, we'll still have to clean the rabble off the streets.
So we've got to look for access. If there's such a thing, there might be very few of them. Sewer access. I don't see a single one.
Don't be smart with me.
Alright.
I'm just not one for violence, you see. You'd better start acquiring a taste for it.
Defeated Steel Watcher? What happened here?
A broken steel watcher. A tag wired to it reads, Unit defective. Return to the Steel Watch Foundry at the West Docks.
Wonder if we couldn't learn how to disable them. Backpack there. Ooh, take all of that. So we have no idea how to get into the sewers. We'll have to keep an eye open.
Why don't we just
Anti-Hag support group poster. Right, let's go to the Elf Song then, because... What's this place? Old Joel's.
This is Joel's house. No letters, no clerics, no herb sellers, no potion peddlers, and no steel watch.
Okay, I get it. Nothing. Hello?
The hostel's up that way. You won't find better around here, unless you can pay for it.
Why does everyone assume I'm a refugee? Or a troublemaker? Okay, we'll go to the Elf Song. Let's see. Gauntlet Devella. Yeah, for the investigating of the murders. Emperor's... There's a target, a murder target in there. Murder target core. There's two right nearby. And we'll keep an eye out for... any of the, sewer entrances, should there be any. Alright, this is my favorite tavern in Baldur's Gate.
Speaks well, that envoy Gortash.
Who's this?
Excellent.
Welcome, traveller. Remember, this ain't the Blushing Mermaid. It's the Elf Song. So behave yourself.
I guess you must be the tavern's hired muscle.
That's right. And a lonely job it is too. When you're the muscle, no one thinks about your heart.
Oh. To be honest, you don't look very approachable.
That's just rude.
Oh, it's true. Your mannerisms.
Gortash is a vision.
Hey, let's go inside.
The Elf Song Tavern.
It's been a few months. Right, so let's have a look around.